I was like, okay, I'm 27 for God's sake. If you don't make decisions about your life, life will make them for you. I like it. If you don't make decisions about your life, life will make them for you. At the beginning of the semester, I was debating whether or not to extend my semester until I learned that I had to pay for the semester. If you know it, this is already my extended semester, but still, I didn't know that I had to pay for the semester because I don't have any responsibilities except writing my dissertation and defense it. Okay, so I thought that okay, I don't have to pay it. I can just extend my semester to do spring. But then I learned I had to pay for this semester. I paid like 530 or 550 Turkish lira or something. So after I learned that I had to pay for the semester, I told myself that okay, Hatice, you're not going to extend your semester to the spring. Okay, you're going to finish writing your thesis by the end of this semester, like until January. Yeah, end of the January. Yeah, I just didn't want to extend to avoid paying again. Okay, but the thing is, life has already another plans for me. Yeah, because I thought that I have time until yesterday. Yeah, until yesterday. My supervisor texted me yesterday like, Hatice, how is your dissertation going? We need to set a defense date for next week. I was like, okay. Okay, I had already finished writing the theoretical framework, but not to methodology part. Okay, she already know it because I was keeping her uptight every part of my dissertation. Okay, so she already know it, and I told her that okay, I don't know if I can make it or not, but you can just get a date. I'm going to rush. Maybe I can make it. Okay, but she told me that it was too late because we needed to send my dissertation to the other professor to review before the defense. But the thing is, I didn't have anything on my hand. So she told me that if it's okay with you, we can just extend your semester to the spring. And I said, okay, there is no other option. So we have to extend the semester to the next semester. Not gonna lie, every day I woke up, I was thinking about my dissertation, even if I can do it, what the hell I'm gonna do after I graduate from the college, this kind of things. But first, dissertation. Do you think that you're going to finish by the end of this January? Yeah, the effects of stress on my body showed up as my hair starting to turn white. It used to falling in clumps, but now it's starting to turn white, and I'm 27 for God's sake.
Okay.
So if you don't make decisions about your life, life will make them for you, like in this situation. I don't know if you had the same moments, maybe not the same moments, but the similar things. You were just thinking about something, whether I should do or not, and then life has made his decision for you. Just let me know in the comments and let's chit chat about it, okay? Yeah. Since it's cold outside and it's freezing and it's also snowy again. I don't know why, but this year is snowing almost every day. And okay, it's good, but it's also freezing. Seriously, I don't know what's wrong with this weather this year. Okay, this might be good for the people who don't see the snow that much, but for us, it's like every day almost minus 12, minus 16, minus 5, or something like that. Okay, it's so cold. Yeah, but still like snow. That's not our topic for today. Okay, why does nobody romanticize normal life, doing nothing, just scrolling on your phone? And everybody says that, okay, I'm doing this, I'm going there. Yeah, this kind of things. I think that we romanticize our love when it looks impressive, especially last year. Probably it was my peak year, and I was traveling, I was sharing the best moments of my life, and I was trying to show you the best moments, the times I went on a trip or the concert or something, but now since I got back home, I'm always working on my dissertation and thinking, mostly thinking. I just don't want to show this version of me. But why don't we normalize? Why don't we just romanticize these moments? We don't have to run all the time. We can just, sometimes we should just stay and look around to realize everything around us. Okay, for example, you're watching a movie or watching a TV show, and when you have to go to bathroom, you're just pausing, and then when you come back, you're just restarting and watching again. So why don't we just do this in our real life? Why do we have to run? Why do we have to do many things to get people's attention? I don't know, why am I saying that? When you travel, you're just pausing the time, but when you don't travel, the time's passing so quickly. That's what I want to say. Also, I'm reading this book. I really like this book. I think it's called Boundary Boss. Yeah, I'm not good at the boundaries. This year, one of my goals is to not be available for everyone. Okay. There's another thing to talk to you. When I was a kid, I was keeping a diary, and almost every day I was writing the things that happened to me. At that times, I was only writing the bad things. That person did this to me, and my mother, my father, my grandma did this to me and tell this things to me. Whatever, you were a kid, and everything seems bad. Not everything seems bad, but most of the things seems bad if you want to do something and people are just bullying you or something like that, this kind of things. But when I got older, I started to write only the good things that happened to me. If you remember my last vlog, I told you that I wrote the things that I'm grateful for 2025. Actually, I didn't want to write the things that happened to me bad because I didn't want to remember them. In the beginning of this year, my big brother told me that, why don't you write the bad things? Why do you only write the good ones? And I said, because I don't want to remember. Why would I remember? Because I knew myself that I'm going to read them over again. Maybe not in that time, but the time will pass and I will read them again. I don't want to feel the same feelings. But you know what he told me? He told me that if you want to get rid of them, get rid of the feelings, get rid of the thoughts, you should write it down. And I said, okay. What I'm saying is, I am suggesting you to do the same. You don't have to only write the good ones. You have to remember how far you come. I realized that because I didn't want to wipe under the carpet. I wanted to forget them for good. But the things that happened to you, making you the person who you are right now. You don't even realize that. You're thinking that, okay, that thing happened to me. I wish it couldn't, but it happened. But you became the person who you are right now. You know what I'm saying? And maybe not almost every day, but in a 2 days or 3 days, in a week, I'm trying to write every detail of my life. So you shouldn't read this journal. Actually, this is from this last year. I didn't write many things as I want to. Actually, I was planning to write, but I didn't. So I don't know. Okay, let me show you the things that I did yesterday. Yeah, these are not the best, but this one is the best. Okay, so let's journal. I like it. I like this entrance. That's what world. That's world. That's world wants to see. How much? I think it's. I'm sorry. Yeah, not to pay, not to wait. Okay, that I have to pay. So. Why are you repeating that word? So. Let's go back to real life. Actually, this is your real life. Why are you telling yourself that it's a real life? Okay. Bye.